Can a man truly communicate with animals? The story of Saint Paisios of Athos will make you question everything you thought you knew about nature and spirituality. Throughout history, tales of saints and their miraculous connections to nature have captivated our imaginations, but few are as extraordinary as the life of Saint Paisios of Athos, a monk whose deep faith bridged the gap between humanity and the animal kingdom. From eagles delivering fish to robins eating from his hand, his life offers a glimpse into a world where divine love brings harmony to all living creatures. Let's explore his incredible story. How could one man live so deeply attuned to nature that even wild animals recognized his presence and obeyed his voice? Was this a product of divine intervention, an unparalleled purity of soul, or something else entirely? On the Sunday of the blind man, Saint Paisios was exhausted and in need of sustenance. His health was fragile, particularly his intestines, and he longed for a little fish, not as a luxury, but as medicine. He stepped outside and witnessed something extraordinary. A large bird, swooping down like an eagle, startled him. At first, he thought it might be a sign of evil and retreated to his cell, unsettled. When he returned outside later, he saw a fish lying on the ground exactly where the bird had descended. The sheer improbability of the event made him pause. He crossed himself and thanked God for what he believed to be a divine gift. To commemorate this moment, Saint Paisios created an image of an eagle clutching a fish and placed it above his bed. He even documented the event in one of his liturgical books, though out of humility he obscured much of the account, leaving only words of praise to God visible. This story is more than a miraculous tale. It represents the deep connection between divine providence and nature's mysteries. Among the many animals that seemed drawn to Saint Paisios, one small robin stood out. The elder named the bird Olet, meaning child, in the Bedan dialect. Their bond was extraordinary. Olet would perch on his shoulder, eat from his hand, and follow him closely whenever he left his prayer ridge. Saint Paisios even kept a special jar of rice and wheat in his cell to feed the robin. For 5 years, Olet and Saint Paisios maintained this remarkable friendship. When the saint was ill, the robin refused to eat the food left for him, instead seeking his companion to check on him. This small act touched Saint Paisios deeply, illustrating the mutual love and care that defined their relationship. The elder marveled at Olet's loyalty, particularly when the bird would prioritize spending time with him over eating. He noted that animals can sense a person's disposition, gravitating toward those who love them. Saint Paisios's compassion extended to all creatures, even those traditionally feared. One day, 2 small bears wandered into the monastery yard. Rather than panic, the elder calmly approached them, grabbed them by their scruffs, and scolded them gently. "Next time," he said to them, "don't come into the monastery like this." Then he continued, "Come around the back by the kitchen so I can feed you." The bears obeyed, and from that day on they respected his boundaries. Perhaps the most astonishing tale involves a large snake. While discussing leniency and love with other monks, a snake approached and stood upright near Saint Paisios as if to affirm his words. This moment left the monks awestruck and convinced them of the elder's profound connection to God's creation. The elder's authority over nature wasn't limited to animals on the ground. During a conversation with visitors, the constant chirping of birds made it difficult to hear. Saint Paisios addressed the birds directly, saying, "Hush now. You can see we're having a discussion. When we'll finish, you can start again." Amazingly, the birds fell silent and waited patiently, resuming their songs only after the conversation ended. This moment left his guests deeply impressed. Saint Paisios often used his interactions with animals to teach deeper spiritual truths. When asked how to shepherd their flocks, he advised monks to approach people with love and lenience rather than strict adherence to the letter of the law. To emphasize his point, he remarked, "We should surround even snakes with love, so of course we should do the same for man." Saint Paisios of Athos lived a life that reminds us of humanity's lost connection to the natural world. His compassion, humility, and unwavering faith bridged the gap between man and creation, offering a glimpse of the harmony that once existed in Eden. Through his life, we see that when we align ourselves with divine love, even the wildest elements of nature can become our companions. If you found this story inspiring, don't forget to subscribe or check out our next video.